Despite a slow start this morning, the COI into the RPNGC has progressed well throughout the day. By way of beginning the inquiry, Justice Ellenas Batari noted that the integral part of this inquiry is to indicate accountability and transparency in the police force for recommendations to be made to the government to improve the RPNGC and avoid incidents such as the Black Wednesday into the future. The hearing of evidence commenced with COP Manning giving his witness account, beginning with recounting his journey in the RPNGC from recruitment to his current post. Manning started his career with the RPNGC in 1997, enlisted through the Cadet Officer Program, passed out as an inspector in 1999 and worked his way up under 6 different commissioners to being appointed as Commissioner of Police in December 2019 and reappointed late last year to another 4-year term. Senior Counsel assisting the inquiry, Pondros Kaluwin, asked Manning to explain the current structure of the RPNGC. According to Manning, the current structure came into play in 2019 as soon as he took office. He says prior to his term, there were only 2 wings to the RPNGC structure. However, under the restructure, there are 4 deputies that serve under him as the head of police.
The criminal challenges of today are unrecognizable from those of 20 years ago. Our police force had to change and will need to keep changing to meet the challenges of the modern criminal environment.
Mr. Manning reiterated that the restructure is relevant to emerging needs and ever-increasing challenges that confront the RPNGC these days.
The restructure, and it only came about because we understood, basically attaining a competent level of understanding of what our crime types are and what criminal activities facing our communities that we serve.
When asked if the increased positions in the restructure has placed financial stress on the national budget, Manning responded that financial constraints were well managed.
But as a state service, we have a constitutional duty, for want of a better description, we cannot be restricted by what DPM's guidelines are. I have a job to secure communities in this country, and if it needs to restructure, if it needs to create more positions, then I will not be doing my job if I didn't.
The police boss had the whole day further explaining the roles and functions of each division in the whole RPNGC structure for the benefit of the inquiry's better understanding of the composure of the RPNGC. The inquiry is expected to continue tomorrow and onwards, with about 50 state witnesses to give their witness accounts in relation to the civil unrest on the 10th of January 2024, commonly referred to as Black Wednesday. Andrea Tayama, NBC National News, Port Moresby.